Hi, my name is Lily Wagner and I would like to present my home here in the southern part of Belgium. This house was built by my husband's grandparents in the late 70s, and when we first moved in, absolutely everything had to be renewed. All the 6 bedrooms, the kitchen, bathrooms, there were brown tiles on the floor, walls were covered with old wallpaper, so everything had to be changed. But there were also so many old details and the overall atmosphere of the house that I absolutely loved. So the real challenge was actually to keep the old elements and combine them in harmony with the new ones. I would describe my personal decorating style as elegant minimalism. Even though I like traditional look, I absolutely hate visual clutter and over-layered interiors. So my goal is to capture that homey, warm feeling and make it interesting without entering too many objects into the room. Decorating rules that I like to bribe the most are avoid big furnitures and pair the items. Big furniture pieces that are hard to walk around create a heavy look and are actually often not that comfortable in daily use. It's easier to create more seating spaces with smaller furnitures, and especially if you can choose furnitures on higher legs, always do. They are creating a better overall energy flow and are also not collecting as much dust underneath. And by pairing the items and displaying them symmetrically, it allows you to bring different patterns and details to the space without losing the overall harmony. One of the objects that I really love is this very heavy pair of odd-toed animals. I received this metal horse as a gift when I was a little girl, and being brought up with Feng Shui awareness coming from my mom, I guess I subconsciously always felt like I needed a pair. And 10 years later, I was passing by an outdoor flea market in Helsinki and I found this guy. So my horse found her pair, and yeah, seeing them together brings me joy every day. This set of table and chairs, as well as the cupboard behind me, are from my childhood home, and they are carrying a lot of good memories. My both parents are great entertainers, and we've always had a lot of music and fun going on at home, so yeah, I've had them restored, the cushions were changed, and voila, it's a great example how well-made furniture can last from generation to generation. Choosing natural materials and fabrics that are non-toxic and sustainable is important to me. Especially having small children and a dog in the house, I want to make sure that the materials I choose are stain resistant and long-lasting, but also safe. For example, something to consider is that a polyester rug is not the safest choice for the children's room. Generally speaking, I am not a big fan of kitchen islands. I think they're always underused compared to the space they're taking, but in our case, I've designed it to hide our trash bin and serve as our recycling center for plastic and cotton. This beautiful painting was a gift from a very dear friend of mine. The author of this painting remains unknown, but what we do know is that it was painted right before the First World War. I just really love our garden. It's a perfect size, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to keep an eye on small kids when they are playing outside, and thanks to this 40 years old paulownia tree, we had some sun and shade throughout the day. And during summer, we have raspberries, red currant, wild strawberries growing all around. And yeah, I just love to sit here with a cup of tea or a glass of kombucha and look at the flowers and the greenery, and really just to embrace gratitude. Thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed showing my home and sharing some of tips and tricks I learned about decorating. I hope it was entertaining and informative, and yeah, till next time.